Yes, people, welcome to my first weekly commentary on the channel. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Here we have the DXY. So we're going to be doing a top-down analysis from the monthly time frame to basically see where we are expecting price to go next week. So this is DXY on the monthly. So we can see that this monthly candle pushed past this fair value gap, leaving a inverse monthly fair value gap. Now, let's drop down back to the basics. Real nitty gritty. How is a candle formed? So, if this candle was a big fat ass red candle, yeah, we could see that there was displacement away from this area up here, which was a monthly fair value gap. If there was a huge displacement away from that, what are the probabilities of this candle being bearish as well, being red as well? Me personally, I'd say pretty high, to be honest. So this is ideally, yeah, what we want to see as uh the month continues. A bearish candle. So how is a bearish candle formed? You have the wick, the top wick, which would be the manipulation of the candle. Then there would be the expansion, and then you will have the close of the candle. So even though price is going up and we're printing a green candle currently, we expect this candle to flip bearish. And the fact that it's the first week of the month and we are putting in the top wick of the candle is pretty much in line with our bias. So we do have this inverse fair value gap that price can push into. Now let's drop down to the weekly, see what we're working with. So last week we pushed through this this fair value gap on the weekly, which I expected it to either draw towards or push through. If you guys checked out my weekly commentary on Twitter at MarksmanFX, if you do want to check that out, we've closed through it now. So we've actually left a inverse fair value gap now. So what I could expect, yeah, what I could expect. First, we've already tapped into this weekly fair value gap. So here's what I could basically forecast as possible outcomes or possible scenarios for the week. We can either open up this candle, tap into this fair value gap over here, this inverse fair value gap, and push higher towards the monthly gap, the monthly inverse fair value gap that we have over there, or we can push away and straight through this inverse fair value gap. Now, on the daily chart, yeah, I would expect if we were to come back into this weekly fair value gap, in order for me to validate longs away from this weekly fair value gap, I would need a change in the state of delivery. So I would need a market structure shift on the 4-hour time frame minimum. Once I see that, that will basically validate my idea of long possibilities towards this monthly fair value gap for the week. Once we then get into this fair value gap, I will then assess and see where we can go from there. However, if we do not get that change in the state of delivery or market structure shift through this, and we go straight through this fair value gap, then I will entertain possible short opportunities. Looking at the weekly calendar, we see that we have quite a bit of a red folder news. Now, to be honest, for me personally, Monday I will not be trading. I would like to see where Monday does take us in terms of seeing where the DXY may react from. If we do potentially react from this weekly IFVG, but we will see. Tuesday, I probably will trade in the morning, potentially GU. In the afternoon, I want to stay the hell away from CPI. Wednesday, we potentially may not trade it, but morning session does look kind of feasible. So I will definitely be uh keeping an eye out. Thursday, the morning doesn't look too bad either. I think Thursday is a trade day. 100%. We could take advantage of moves on this day. And Friday looks good too, but I don't really trade Fridays, but we'll see where it goes. If we get a nice reaction away from that monthly IFVG towards Friday, that could potentially be a nice move to catch in the morning, potentially. Uh, but yeah, can't lie, guys. It looks like a very good trading week ahead of us. Going to the euro on the monthly time frame, we can see that we've tapped into this inverse fair value gap that we had on the euro. Now, what I could potentially see, as I am still again expecting this monthly candle to print bullish, what I could expect dropping down to the weekly time frame would be either a sweep of the previous weekly low and then a shift towards buy side liquidity, or if that is not the case and that doesn't occur, we could potentially aim for some more sell side liquidity down here. But it all depends as to where price basically shifts from in correlation with the DXY. So this will be sell side liquidity. For GU, we have basically the same. We've tapped into the monthly fair value gap on GBP USD. We've also tapped into a weekly fair value gap and a mitigation block or order block, whatever you want to call it, over here. And I do have these targets as a drone liquidity. But like I said, we could see a sweep and then a push up, or depending on how the DXY plays out, we could see potential lower prices. We do have a weekly gap over here. So potentially we could see price come to that weekly gap, but we will see. I hope you guys enjoy that weekly commentary. Please let me know how I can improve these videos. Drop a like, it really is appreciated. I started a YouTube channel, and basically, I want to become one of the best forex traders out there. I want to be the marksman FX. And the only way to do that is to document my journey with you guys. So I'm here to stay. My first goal is to get funded with 1 million in funds. Then the second goal will be to get funded with 2.5 million in funds. Then it will be 5 million, 7.5 million, and then 10 million. And I will have series on each of these journeys. And I hope you guys are interested in following me in these journeys. So if you are, like I said, drop a like, follow my social media. They'll be in the description of the video. And see you in the next one, lads.